Hello, how are you? So, true story. 1980, used to be student, City College, Columbia University, was doing my engineering, right? My mom calls me from Iran. She went there to get the properties back. Said, your cousin, 16 years old, diagnosed with sarcoma, osteosarcoma. He's in London, they want to amputate his hand. They find a doctor potentially in New York. He may save his hand. Next day, I'm in JFK. Pick him up, take him to the Memorial Hospital. Next day, this Jewish guy, Dr. Rosen, 16 years, he was 16 years. So he looks at him, said, you know what? Forget about his hand. He has 6-7% chance of survival, right? We deal with his hand later. Tomorrow morning, chemotherapy, Memorial Hospital, Shah of Iran was across the street in New York Hospital. So he said, you know, I told him his father is a physician, Jewish, no money. 1 year after revolution, he said, don't worry about it. You know what? I'm not going to charge you nothing for my fees. Hospital is a different thing. We get him involved. They start giving me chemotherapy. I had a friend in Eastern Parkway, in Crown Heights. Yeah. Moshe Mendelovich, he's alive. I visit him all the time. He lives 3 blocks away from headquarters, 706. So I tell him this is the story. So he gets me involved with the Lubavich. They come in. They said no problem. They arranged a meeting with the rabbi. You know, you had to wait months to see the rabbi. Emergency. We go that night. He only knows this kid, 16 years, he has cancer.
So
right?
the rabbi made a house call?
No, we went there. Yeah. So we went there, lined up with other people, which they were months ahead. They're coming from all over, you know, to get a blessing. So they told him briefly, the rabbi comes in front of everybody, and he goes, he doesn't know the story. He touches the shoulder, which he had cancer. He smiles and says, you'll be okay. Lubavich Rabbi, true story. Yes.
Okay.
He didn't even know what the problem is. He knew his cancer. So he right touches the shoulder, he had the problem. Interpretation of everybody over there, he said, it's going to be fine. Cut the story short, chemotherapy, they gave him chemotherapy, worked out. They said, thank God, he's progressing. Now you got to do the surgery. So we find the surgeon. He saves his hand. They wanted to amputate. So he saves all the nerves connected to his shoulder. And the cousin right now, he is at Cedar Sinai. He's the head of radiation oncologist. For the record, the same last name, Hakimian, Hakimian. My first name is David Hakimian. His name is Behruz Hakimian. You can Google him at Cedars. You see him, he smile. I'm better looking than him though.